Right, there we go. That should have fixed it. If you include your audio again, Draco.
Yep.
Right,
Okay.
that should have fixed it, guys. Is that okay now?
Hello. All good?
There it is. Yep, I can hear you my end, so it's worked. Sometimes happens. There we go.
Yep.
No
problem.
Yeah, so poll from last time out, similar conditions. Obviously, what happened in the race last time out, let's not talk about it too much. This is a fresh race. You want to keep poll this time, don't you? But I think you were very unfortunate last time. Let me point that out. So
I mean, it was my mistake, and the AI of someone just brake tested me as well, but I spun as well, so a bit of both my fault and a bit unlucky as well, but a bit of both.
yeah, so obviously completely dry for the race. So obviously strategy is going to be completely up in the air. I have the research that there is a simple one stop, softs to hards, medium to hard, anything else like that. I assume though it's going to be a tough race for everyone here. It's going to be very close considering how close it was in that Q1, Draco. So so I guess is try and keep the lead best as possible, but it's going to be difficult, isn't it? Because even if you've got the lead past turn 1, La Source, you got that long run past Eau Rouge, Radion, and so on.
Yeah.
So,
well, I didn't really want pole because I was thinking about that actually. I preferred being second or third really, but I mean I'm first, so I'm not going to get in too much trouble. It's not going to be chaos behind, so
yeah.
Not
Anyway,
too bad.
I'll let you get ready. Thanks again and good luck.
Yeah, hope I'll see you later.
All right.
See ya.
Okay, there we are for the grid of the Belgium Grand Prix. Apologies for the reset in the audio. Sometimes that happens, but everything's sorted now. So let's go for our 17-car grid as Shrimper very exuberant wheel spin-off line, starting from 17th in the McLaren. Then 16th is Breezy in the Renault. On soft tyres, obviously wants to make positions at the start. Then we have a row of medium tyres, Grunty in 15th. Then the two Mercedes of Evo in 14th and Rip and One Shot 13th. 12th is Asteroid in his first race in the Ferrari. 11th is Little Sparks. I say the highest on fresh tyres. No, everyone is because of the rain, of course. So he's starting 11th on the softs. Ahead of him, his teammate going the opposite strategy. Medium tyres for him in 10th place for Hardy. 9th is the championship leader, Muddy Biscuit, starting in 9th place. He's on the softs. So he's trying to be aggressive as well. Ahead of him, Magic Mark in the Williams, starting in 8th place on the medium. 7th for FFR Milan in the Ferrari, starting on the softs. Just behind the guy that beat him to the race win, Lukey, in 6th place. He's on the mediums. Mediums also for Hudson in 5th place in the Red Bull. Then we've got the two Alfa Romeos going different strategy as well. Mega Centurion on the medium tyres in 4th place, just pipped by his teammate Caesar Wizard in 3rd on the softs. Steffi Weffy Gamer, 2nd in the Red Bull, just got pipped to pole position by this guy here, Draco, in the Williams, who is interestingly starting on the medium compound tyre. Even though he has been actually overtaken on this formation lap. It's not meant to happen, but hey ho. They've been overtaken on this formation lap, but of course he will retake his pole position on the 17-car grid. 22 laps. It doesn't seem a lot actually, but obviously you've got long laps around Belgium, so it's actually one of the shortest, apart from Monza. Monza is ridiculously short in terms of race time, but here we go. What can possibly happen? Of course, all those on softs, they have to make gains from where they are. They have to use the softs while they got the chance to. So the two behind of Steffi and Draco would want to overtake... No, Steffi and Caesar, sorry, will have to overtake Draco as soon as possible. Milan also wants to get in amongst the top 5. Breezy down in 16th needs to move towards the top 10, but they just got to be patient, really. It's a very, very short run down to the first corner, La Source, as the Renault and the McLaren of Breezy and Shrimper take the grid, slot into their positions now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we are going to have a clean start. We are 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And the lights out and away we go here at Belgium. It's a great start from the Alfa Romeo of Caesar Wizard, flown through the middle and has taken the lead into La Source hairpin. Can they all go through cleanly? I think we can, but it's all up through the run to Eau Rouge and Radion. Draco's taken back ahead of Steffi, and he's in the slipstream as we all go through Eau Rouge in the top of Radion. They're in the slipstream. Draco's right in the slipstream of Caesar Wizard, and he might be gaining the lead back. Or is looking to gain the lead back from Caesar Wizard, but no, I don't think he's going to. As they go, always the Red Bull of Hudson taps the back of the Alfa Romeo of Centurion, who's in 4th. And we've all filtered through nicely. No one pointed the wrong way, so great start from F2. The midfield is going crazy as how's Breezy up to 9th? What a start from him. He's just past Magic Mark, and there's a bit of front wing flying off of that's Hardy, and they're in 12th place. But not a good start for Hardy. As Milan is trying to go right on the outside of Mega Centurion. There's a yellow flag. It's Grunty who's gone off at P1 as Milan was trying to get through past Mega Centurion but couldn't make it. He's under soft tyres. He's got to push forward as Asteroid always gets the time penalty. Bit of ERS from Milan trying to go on the outside with Blonde. He's almost pushing Centurion, but he's going to run out of slipstream and power here. Trying to find a way through. Still, he's going to be on the outside of the bus stop chicane. This is going to be difficult for him. Centurion just gives him the room, and Milan is through into 4th place. Frantic start. As always, Hudson's looking right up at the inside of Centurion through La Source. They're going to be side by side, maybe. No, Hudson just edges in front of Centurion. He's not dropped down to 14th. It's just the diamond pages all over the place. As Lukey, as Centurion got a big slide through top of Radion, and Lukey using the ARS and DRS. They're both on the back of Hudson. In fact, Hudson's going to be under some pressure from Centurion up at the inside, maybe. Oh, that's always going to close. Oh, and Lukey had to take a 40 action. And it's carnage as Mark's got caught up in the aftermath. Meanwhile, Centurion is trying to get back by ahead of Lukey. And Lukey's got Money Biscuit all of the inside as well. This is all all in a very tightly packed midfield. With Breezy, what a start from Breezy's up 6 places. It's ridiculous. From, where's that, 16th on the grid. Great start from him. As I need to put the tyres back. There's battles all over the shot. Sorry if I do miss something, but of course there's Hudson. No, it's Timon Page is just playing with me because he's not right behind Milan. So let's take stock. Let's breathe a little bit. So fortunately Hardy has stopped. Grunty I don't think had any damage and is actually on the back of the train once again, which is good. But up at the front, Caesar Wizard leads from Draco, then Steffi Weffy Gamer, then Milan up to 4th place. So he's had a good start as well. Asteroid and Magic Mark both in the pits. We saw they got caught up in the slide that Mega Centurion had, and he's now got a train of cars behind him, including both of the championship contenders who are nose to tail. DRS now active, and Draco's not going to be close enough to Caesar Wizard to regain the lead. One shot might be behind Little Sparks, but not using the RS, so it stays behind him. Front four pulling away from Hudson, who's dropped nearly 2 seconds behind Milan. Milan's latched in behind these front three. Here we are. And all Draco needs to do really on his mediums, just need to stay with this group. Even if Steffi and Milan get by, of course keep them behind as much as possible, but even if they do get by, just stay with them. Stay in this DRS train, and then he'll reap the benefits when, of course, they pit early. He'll have free air. That's the idea. Milan's right in the slipstream. No DRS, but he's really catching on Steffi. Might be having a look on the inside of the Buster. Looks like Steffi has a lot of aero, and Milan's thinking about it. Here we go. Lunging up on the inside. Steffi nearly closed the door. Made sure he was there. There's the Renault off. In the background, it's Breezy. He's had an off through Blanchimon. It's a back though. As back to these two, Milan and Steffi. Milan is very determined to get by Steffi, and now because of that they've dropped out of DRS range, and Milan has to make a move now. Front to our way. Draco's even might have a look at Caesar Wizard, but Milan has got by Steffi as Draco has a look, but not close enough, but Milan's now into third. And you can just see Hudson in the background in fifth, Mega Centurion just holding off Lukey and Muddy Biscuit. Muddy Biscuit keen to make moves ahead of these guys. Not close enough. So he's front four. Nose to tail. Again, I said at the start of this stream, Milan is keen to win this race. Obviously just lost out in Hungary last time out. He seems to be really determined in this race. Up 4 positions already. Needs to gap Steffi, I think. Through the bus stop we go. Caesar Wizard not pulling away from Draco. Draco doing exactly what he needs to do on the harder compound, but Milan with the fastest lap. Definitely the fastest of these 4 at the moment. Even Hudson is starting to come back into this group. And you can see on the back is Wizard has a bit of a moment over the top of Radio, and this is the chance for Draco. Draco got so much overspeed, and this might be easy. Wizard tries to hold the middle of the road, but Draco is easily through. DRS and ERS through back into the lead. As One Shot has just got by Little Sparks into the point, so One Shot's into 10th. So Asteroid, Hardy, Magic Mark and Breezy have all pitted. This is not what Caesar Wizard needed. Wants to be ahead of Draco, and now he's going to be under pressure from the 2 behind. So he'd want to get the lead back as soon as possible from Draco. Of course, he's going to get a chance if he can stay in the DRS. He's going to get another chance through Eau Rouge and Radion. All relatively close at the moment. Shrimper's up to 12th behind Little Sparks, pressuring him. So Shrimper's on the edge of points, which is good. As Draco now sets the fastest lap of the race. Of course, he had DRS in that last lap. Can he get a gap ahead of Wizards? It's hovering around that 1 second, and Wizard has to stay in it. He's using a lot of ERS to keep up. Through over the top. None are going to be close enough for a move. Is Muddy Biscuit going to be close enough for Lukey? No, because Lukey has DRS in front. He's going to be closer for a move, but yeah, the DRS from Centurion now ahead, as Lukey had a little bit of a late move there. And Shrimper has just gone by Little Sparks. The Little Sparks dropping back after this early pace. Shrimper's now into 11th, behind the 2 Mercedes. You can see the extra grip of the soft tyres. You can see how much more speed Muddy Biscuit managed to take before the back. Hardy, Asteroid, Magic Mark and Breezy are on the hard tyres trying to get to the end. Hard tyres are very durable, so they can, but they're 25 seconds off of everyone else. So I'd be hoping for a safety car at this point. And Steffi now still on the back of these 3. Pit stops are going to be key, but Draco has now got out of DRS ahead of Wizards. Yellow flag. I think Asteroid's had a moment as he's dropped to 16th now behind Magic Mark. And yeah, these 3 all on soft tyres are starting to be dropped by Draco. Draco determined to get a gap ahead. Did a bit of VRS. Breezy's had an off just before the straight. Yeah, you can see Draco now gapping these front 3. So he's in very good position at the moment, but safety car with all these stakes happening towards the back of the field. Safety car could be possible. You got Asteroid and Breezy back into the pits. They're not having a good time at all. Both on a fresh set of tyres. Still, this group hasn't changed either. Muddy cannot find a way past Lukey. Already on lap 7 out of 22. Behind these 2, actually, you've got the 2 Mercedes whipping one shot right behind Evo. Team orders might come into play here. Possible. Evo ran very close to that barrier on the left. In fact, one shot might have a run here on Evo to the bus stop. He is. Is Evo going to make this easy? No, but one shot's very close here. Looks to be the quicker of the 2. Keep an eye on it. Oh, there's one shot, nearly loses it out the last corner. That could have ended in tears. Well, be careful of the 3 behind. You got Shrimper, Little Sparks and Grunty's now come back into play despite that off on the first lap. And surely this will be easy for one shot. He's already using ERS. Evo over the car. Oh no! One shot into the wall. How is he not retired? He's fine. I don't know how he's not out. Hit the wall with so much speed. He's kept his front wing. He's just got massive damage on the right side. Love to know. Either way, he's carried too much speed through Eau Rouge and Radion, and he's got a 10-second penalty as well for just not being able to take the corner. And I think he's he spun it again as well. Might cause a safety car if the yellow flags are running out too much. Steffi has a massive moment coming onto the straight. Your guess is as good as mine, Eyes. I have no idea how he's still running. as Milan. Now, Milan is using so much DRS, as is Hudson here. Both trying to push on, and that's the reason why, because they've entered the pits. One shot's off again, as Milan and Hudson pit. They're very, very close. I'm pretty sure as Muddy Biscuit also pits. What are they going to go on to? Mediums? Yeah, easy. And Milan stays ahead, but Steffi had to be held because of Muddy Biscuit coming in. There he goes, little Sparks in as well. Simple one-stop strategy, medium tyres, easy to the end. And because Steffi got held up in the pits by the McLaren, Milan's got a decent gap, almost 3 seconds actually up the road. That's not good for Steffi. So Muddy Biscuit, I think, has done the undercut on Lukey and Mega Centurion, as One Shot has retired in the pit lane. That's unfortunate for him. It's looking pretty decent for some sort of points. But he's out at the moment, and this is the closest battle on track actually is Little Sparks behind Hardy, and there's I think some team orders coming in. Little Sparks has just pitted, although Hardy giving him a bit of a push. And he exit that corner there. Evening, Maddie, in the chat. Right, so Caesar Wizard is the only one on softs yet to pit. I presume he would pit now. He does. From second, where he will come out in his battle. But Draker at the moment is quite comfortable, as Breezy has actually dropped at the top of Radion, and that is a virtual safety car. Where is Breezy? Yeah, top of the hill. There he is, right into the wall. So Caesar Wizard pits and might actually get a bit of advantage here. There is Caesar. Just gets out ahead of Shrimper. Virtual safety car. They've got to keep to a delta. DRS enabled. In fact, yep. Virtual safety car is done, and Caesar Wizard has really benefited from that virtual, actually. He's now the highest. Yes, he's the highest that's pitted. And I think he's gained a bit on Milan with that. Milan is just at the top of the hill there. Yes, the highest that's pitted. Milan, and then Steffi, then Muddy, Little Sparks. Lukey close to Mega Centurion, but not close enough to make a move yet. Lukey's going to have a bit of DRS past the first corner. That could be a chance for him. They're both closing in on Hudson at the moment. And Hudson was in a net 4th, I think, before the stops. So still a chance for Lukey for good points, which he needs them. He's ahead of Muddy Biscuit at the moment, although Muddy Biscuit has attempted the undercut. If Lukey can get any closer, there's enough for Ferrari. That's Asteroid at the back, and that's another virtual safety car. What's happened to Asteroid? Oh, he's had a bit of a moment here. Oh, he's got no front wing. Right at the top of the hill before Lecom. Lecom? I call it Lecom. Some people call it Lecum. Yeah, Asteroid will be back into the pit lane. At least he's still running, and that brings Lukey, actually, funny enough, closer. Despite the virtual safety car, you need to stay at a delta. Obviously, he's been very aggressive with it. Obviously, don't get a drive-through for going over it. And yeah, he's had to really slam on the brakes, and there it goes. We're back racing once again. where is Caesar, Wizard, and Draco? I think Wizard actually might, because of that virtual safety car when he pitted, I think he might be ahead of Draco when Draco pits. We'll see what happens, but Draco obviously will be soft tyres probably. Needs to get it to 14, I think. Lap 13, 14, I think, for Draco to go to softs. There's Asteroid, I think, is out the way. Either that, he's had enough. Oh, he's stopped, actually, on the edge of the circuit. That's a tad dangerous, but yeah, and he's going to 10-second time penalty as well for his troubles. It's very harsh, but it's the way the game works, I guess. Yeah, it's just trying to stay out of the way, I think. Gotta be careful. Yeah, there goes Muddy Biscuit. Gave him a bit of a wide berth as well. Back on Lukey once again. I know I'm obviously giving Lukey the time, but apart from actually Milan is right up the back of Grunty, who's yet to pit. But back to Lukey actually, because Lukey's got to run our Mega Centurion. You're going to be on the outside through the straight, and yeah, easy does it. Bit of a lock up, but past Centurion. As Asteroid has called it a day or an evening. As Milan gets by Grunty down the straight. Your 8th place. Time penalty for Caesar Wizard. 3 seconds at the moment. So now Steffi, who's in right in the battle, is actually going to go right around the outside of Grunty. Well, there you go. Fresh tyres. Right around the outside of Grunty for, I don't know what corner that is. I think that might be Lecom, actually. Grunty struggling on these tyres. Those are pitted, just breeze by him. It's alright, Asteroid. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's perfectly fine. You've got plenty of races to go. I mean, first of all, you didn't make a bad impression, so step 1 is done. So you can push on through as Hudson now pits, as does Centurion. Puts Lukey into second. Is he? They're going to go to softs? Oh, they are. Softs for 9 laps, I guess so, yeah, fresh softs, which they will have because obviously it was dry from Q2 onwards. So it's possible. Where they're going to come out in relation to Muddy Biscuit. There is Muddy Biscuit. And there is Hudson. There is Mega Centurion. Muddy Biscuit's going to have a run. Of course, he's on the mediums. But Centurion's really got to stay ahead of him. But Muddy Biscuit's going to be almost pushing him through Radion. Oh, it's going to be right up his gear, but it's going to get ducked back in the slipstream. They're touching as well. Look how close. How close he's going. Centurion's going to try and hold it, I think. But Muddy Biscuit swoops around the outside. Oh, and there's Grunty off. Grunty off in the background. Centurion takes the place back. Although is he lagging? No, there's a bit of lag going on. But he's swooped back around the outside of Muddy Biscuit. Might be a bit of lag involved. We saw Grunty in the background. He's got wing damage as well, so not good for Grunty. Was on the edge of points, but not to be. Now Wizard is up the back of Evo. Evo yet to pit. When is Draco going to pit? And here comes Wizard. Round the outside for Blanchimon. This is a bit risky, and just kick up on the grass, but he's fine. I think he's going to retake the lead, or take the lead ahead of Draco, because Draco's in the pits now. Here he is. And yeah, because of that virtual safety car, Wizard is going to put himself into the lead, so it's just going to be Draco chasing him down on the soft tyres. There goes Wizard, there goes Draco, and importantly he's got out ahead of Milan, so he can now chase after Wizard. The good thing for Draco is Wizard has a penalty, and Draco has not, so just need to get close enough. It's just Evo and Lukey yet to pit. And Lukey's going to be interesting when he comes out in this battle between Muddy Biscuit and Centurion. He's going to be on very, very fresh soft tyres, so he's going to be one pushing forward. Still quite close, actually, this field at the moment. Not really spread out that much, but Draco's already on it. You can see his target ahead. But that penalty might cost Caesar Wizard unless Draco gets one himself, and then he'll have to pass on track. Gotta make sure he doesn't get caught up behind Evo too much, because Evo's due into the pits very soon. Yeah, purple middle sectors on Draco is absolutely flying. And you can see already, I mean, Evo is probably in the pits anyway. Don't get caught up at this point. He's got plenty of time, plenty of tyres to close in on Wizard. Lukey does pit. Does Evo to get out the way of Draco? Yeah, he does. So Draco now has a free attack on Wizard. So Lukey pits. Evo pits as well. Centurion fastest lap of the race. And Lukey... Where is Lukey? Where is Lukey? Is he coming out the pits now? There he is. So Lukey comes out ahead of Muddy, but behind Centurion. Centurion has a penalty himself, so there's that battle. And everyone is pitted. And Draco now, he doesn't need to overtake Wizard, but I think it's just a matter of time here. He's got the tyre advantage. Got the pace advantage as well, it seems. Draco's on it, and you can see Wizard is pushing as hard as he can, but the car's stepping out a little bit. I think it's just a matter of time for Draco. He's just got to bide his time, just be patient here, wait for the opportune moment, and just pull away. Racing is in his hands at the moment. You can see the grip difference. It's just wow. As Evo just got himself a second time penalty. He's just ahead of Shrimper and just had a lot of sparks. Evo is pushing for his first point of the season, actually. In the Mercedes, he could even catch Muddy Biscuit ahead of him. Behind these two, you've got Milan and Steffi both fighting for third. Both on the same tyres, but this is the battle right here. You can see it's just biding, he's just waiting for his moment. It's a tenth behind, looking for it. He's just going to wait until he gets DRS. In this situation, must be so brilliant knowing that he's got the tyre and the pace advantage here, so he's to get past Rouge and Radion using lots of ERS, got plenty to play with. Sees a Wizard trying to defend, and it's DRS, but as soon as DRS is open, there we go. Up in the inside, and sweeps into the lead. Draco takes back the lead. 6 laps left. All he needs to do is keep it clean. Hopefully. Of course, a late safety car will throw it right out the window, though. So, hold your breath for a little bit, but he's in control. Right, see what other battles is going on. You actually got Hudson on the soft tyres compared to these medium tyres, so he could become involved in this battle, but he's got his teammate in this as well, so that could become a bit tense and awkward between these two teammates. What else you got? Centurion just had a Lukey. Lukey is desperate to get some more points ahead of Muddy Biscuit. Muddy Biscuit currently in an 8th place. I guess it's not too bad. Not losing too much on Lukey, but he is losing a bit to Milan. And you got Evo in 9th. 2 penalties though. He will drop behind Shrimper, but he will stay in 10th place as it currently stands. Draco sets the fastest lap of the race. And outside the top 10 you got the 2 AlphaTauris. Little Sparks and Hardy, and Magic Mark in 13th, Grunty in 14th. Steffi is just within ERS. Evo sets the fastest lap of the race. 44.4. Pretty solid lap. As Lukey is right behind Mega Centurion. In fact, he's going to go for a move. Centurion trying to stay in the middle of the road, but Lukey, without even using ERS, moves into 6th place as a time penalty. But he's got a gap of about 3 seconds. You can see the 2 Red Bulls ahead. That's how close this pack still is, because just ahead of the 2 Red Bulls is the Ferrari for 3rd place. As yellow flag as Grunty calls it an evening, brings the drivers down to 13 left still running. This is the battle for 3rd place. And they are close to Caesar Wizard actually, because Wizard's time penalty might actually cost him a podium here. Now put Milan into 2nd yet again from last week, and then you got Steffi, who's on a run of 3 places, but you got his teammate Hudson, who's closing all the time here. So this ain't over on lap 17, about to start lap 18. Muddy Biscuit kind of in a race by himself at the moment. He's dropping too far away from Centurion to get him on penalties. Lukey sets the fastest lap. He's definitely trying to get the out of DRS ahead of Centurion, but I think Centurion is just staying within it. Yeah, Shrimper on for 7th from last. Yeah, that's a good result. If he can finish, yeah, up 7 places. Evo up 5 as well. Steffi got close, or closer to Milan, but not close enough for a move. Draco, meantime, has got the comfortable gap, 2.6 seconds and penalty free. So again, race is in his hands, but it's not over yet. Magic Mark says fastest lap of 1:44 flat. But oh, it's a 44.002. 44 exact would have been interesting. Put it on penalties now, I think. Yeah, you can see Hudson is really close behind his teammate. He is on the better tyres. Penalty free, but are there going to be team orders between these two? Will they do such a thing? Steffi has been battling with Milan all race long, and you've got Hudson here as well, who's been hanging about in the first stint when they're on the opposite tyres. Now he has the advantage, and they're all closing in on Wizard, who's just ahead. In fact, they're all within 3 seconds of Wizard, so Wizard can drop to 5th actually. And even Lukey is closing in on all 4 of them. Hudson runs it a bit deep into the turn 1. So he's not going to get the good exit. Yeah, Lukey has gapped Centurion. That's how much he was, well, I guess, being held up by the Alfa Romeo. There he is, just over the top of Radium. Steffi's still not close enough. See the 2 Red Bulls stalking. Little Sparks. Bulls in an evening, interestingly. It was on the edge of points. But decides enough is enough. Mark's in the pits as well. He's up to 12th. 12 remaining at the moment. In fact, yeah, Mark's called it a day as well, so we're down to 11. A lot of retirements, but a lot of difficult races. See, Steffi gets... It seems like in the first sector, Milan pulls away, and then Steffi comes back in the middle. ERS levels, well, Steffi's got a lot more ERS, actually. So, good for him. And again, they're both... All 3 of them are actually closing in on Wizard. See just the excess chicane. Draco now has got the gap up to 3 seconds on lap 20. 2 laps to go. Well, it's 3 laps actually. And yeah, in terms of time, it's only 20 to 10. Apart from Monza, this is one of the shortest on the field, and you can see Milan has not got a lot of ERS to cope with, whereas Steffi is going to have a lot. Milan trying to defend middle of the road, but another simple ERS and DRS move for Steffi moves himself into third, but will be second if he can keep the gap to the Alfa Romeo ahead. Milan, though, is not going to take that line down. He needs the points. He's ahead of Lukey. He's ahead of Muddy in this race. So he will want to get that position back. He's got to be careful now of Hudson behind. And Milan took a lot more extra speed through everyone, so he's been, as long as he can keep behind Steffi, although the car looks very loose through there. All throughout this middle sector, Steffi looks a bit more planted. That's what's getting in the gap in front. Both pushing each other really hard. This is closest battle on track. Lukey, with that penalty, I don't think he's going to get close to these guys. He's kind of in a 6th place at the moment. Centurion is going to drop behind Muddy, so Muddy will go to 7th if this all stays as it is. And then Evo will drop behind Shrimper, so Shrimper will go to 9th, but Evo will just hang on to his first point as it stands, as Milan is getting very, very close for Eau Rouge and Radion. He's not got a lot of ERS, whereas Steffi's got a lot. He's going to just edge alongside. He is. Just squeezes back in front. Is he going to be able to keep it? Yes, he does. It's like a slingshot at the moment between these two. Steffi got him the lap before. Milan gets him on this one, but if it stays like this, like if they both pass each other on that section, it means Steffi has the advantage as long as he can rolls reverse. And now as long as he can stick behind Milan, he can get the place back. Hudson, for some reason, has dropped the pace off a little bit. Maybe his tyres are starting to get into it. Oh, Wizard has spun it. Wizard has spun it ahead. Lukey just avoids him. And Wizard has dropped from a potential 2nd or 3rd place, and he's dropped it down to 7th. So now, this is for, well, it was going to be for 2nd anyway. So Muddy actually might go into 6th place for him. So Muddy is going to get by ahead of both Alfa Romeos. As we now head on to the last lap, Draco has just got one more last lap to negotiate ahead of these two. Is Steffi going to be close enough? Milan has saved a lot of ERS, so Milan might actually get away with this. Yeah, because Steffi didn't get a good exit out of the first corner, so this is going to be a push for Steffi. But he's using a lot of ERS. Milan was very slow through Eau Rouge and Radion, but I don't think Steffi's going to be close enough. He's going to have one more opportunity, I think, if he can stay close to him. The run through Blanchimont, but he's got to nail this middle sector now. Great battle for these two. On the last lap of the race, whereas Draco, this guy, has been in control of this race, lost the lead in the first stint, but got it back on his medium tyres. And it was a gamble starting on the mediums, but he's made it pay. He's made it work, and he reaps the benefits. Was on the soft tyres in the last section of this race, and has got the advantage ahead. I think Milan, as long as he can get a good exit out of these last two corners, I think we'll hold on to 2nd. I think so. Hudson gets a time penalty, which Fortunately for him, Lukey has one himself, so Hudson will just keep hold of 4th, but Draco is going to come round to the bus stop chicane for the last time and takes the win in Belgium. He felt grieved for losing the win in Hungary. He's got his revenge back. He wins in Belgium. Milan 2nd, Steffi 3rd, Hudson 4th, Lukey 5th. Muddy Biscuit, I think, is going to jump both Alfa Romeos. He does to 6th place, so minimises the damage. He only loses 2 points to Lukey. Loses a bit to Milan, but I think you'll be relatively happy. 7th and 8th for both Alfa Romeos. They'll be a bit disappointed. Evo does hold on to 9th, just ahead of Shrimper, but Shrimper from the back of the grid to a point. Evo scores his first points of the season, so he'll be very happy with that. And then Hardy is the last car to finish on the last lap. It'll be the last one remaining, actually. Well done to Draco. We have a new winner in RSF1, and it is ABE Draco in the Williams. Takes his first win of the season and RSF1 as a whole. So, well done to Draco. Was unlucky last week not to take it. This week, never in doubt. Well, maybe a little bit of doubt, but he was definitely determined to take it this week. Very well done. He released Milan in 2nd and Steffi in 3rd again. 3 third places in a row for Steffi. It's consistency, so cannot deny that. Milan in 2nd as well. That's Milan's second place as well. So he's so close to a win. I can't get it so far. He's been so close so many times. But Draco definitely on it. Takes the win for the Williams. Milan in 2nd, and both the Red Bulls. Good points for Red Bull, 3rd and 4th. Lukey 5th, gains 2 points on his championship rival, but gets the gap to 23 points. Both Alfa Romeos started well in qualifying, but dropped to 7th and 8th through various mishaps. Ebo to 9th from 14th is good. Gets his first points of the season. Shrimper in 10th from 17th is a good drive as well. And then Hardy in 11th. Fastest lap as well for Hardy, so no one in the top 10 gets the extra point. Then you got Mark, Little Sparks, Grunty, Astory, Breezy, and Whipping One Shot, all not finishing. There we go. There we are. Please include your audio. Well, you know how this works. You've all been here before, apart from one of you. So, actually, no, you've all been in the comms party, but never mind. Alright, here we go. So after they've celebrated, sprayed the champagne, yada yada, get these 3 on the podium. We'll be first arrive at Steffi Weffy Gamer, your third place in a row.
Yeah.
Gotta get used to this for a while, haven't you?
Oh, it was insane. That race was so fun. Like, from the beginning, I loved it. I'm a bit disappointed from quali though, because I qualified 2nd. I moved down 1 position, but it's okay, it's a podium. The start was really bad, so yeah, it went okay, but I think I could have done better. I could have got 2nd, but yeah, it didn't really go to plan, I guess.
Yeah, obviously you missed out on pole by 7 thousandths of a second. I think you got a little bit of a slide up the last corner, maybe cost it.
Yeah.
But yeah, still it's a good race from yourself. You're consistent. I mean, you can say that. 3/3 in a row. It's a good run of form. You say it was a fun race. It was definitely a good race to watch. Always in that lead battle as well, and then had a great battle with Milan in the last couple of laps as well. Talk us through that last stint.
Oh yeah, okay, so basically we had Hudson behind us because he pitted onto the softs because he started on the mediums. So we were both skeptical. I feel like Milan was skeptical as well because he would be much quicker since he pitted on the softs while we were on like slightly warm mediums. So we started to get worried like round about when he was getting into like the 1.5 behind us. So then we're like, okay, if we like use our ERS on the straight, full power, like everything on the straight, surely he won't be able to catch us by the end of the race since the tires would fall off. That's exactly what happened. And then I had a bit of spare energy from the take from Milan. I tried to send it on him, and then he got me back the lap later. So yeah.
Yeah. So good stuff from yourself. Monza next, the Festival of Speed, as they call it. What's your thoughts heading into that? Another third place? Do you get third again?
Hopefully a win. But I'm not sure about Monza. I'm not really good at like tracks that are like, how do I say it? It's like, it's risky. It's like really easy to make mistakes around Monza. Well,
Really easy to corner cut.
yeah, corner cuts especially.
Yeah.
Especially that like left-right bit with that big curb. I hate that corner. I always crash there. So hopefully,
Was that Ascari?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
Ascari.
Yeah, hopefully it goes okay. Yeah.
Well done on your third place. How many podiums is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 5. So that's your 5th podium this season. So yeah, good stuff.
Thank
So
you.
well done, and good luck in Monza next week.
Thanks.
Speaking of consistency, we go to second place, Milan. Your second place in a row. That's a mouthful. Yet again, obviously the win hasn't arrived yet, but I think it is coming. I feel like it is. But again, basically opposite to you. You had a great battle with Steffi on the final laps.
Yeah.
Always in the front group, which is always a positive in any race that you do. Take us through that battle with Steffi on the last lap. It seemed, especially the last 2 or 3 laps, you were kind of slingshotting each other along the I can't think what the straight is called, past Radion, and obviously you DRS back him, and then he does the next lap, and it's great stuff. And you just about edged it. In the end, I thought you wouldn't get it because at one point you had really low ERS compared to him, but you obviously saved it, and that was key on the last lap because you just had the gap ahead and kept your composure. So another well-deserved second. Win just out of reach, but you must feel it is coming soon.
Yeah, I think my start was key to this race, to be fair. I had to be a bit aggressive in the first couple of laps with overtakes, but yeah, like I said, I'm starting to become a Hulkenberg with wins, to be honest. But no, the battle with Steffi was fun. Didn't expect to overtake him in the last couple of laps because I knew I had much more ERS. But yeah, it was fun. I think I had good pace all weekend. So I'm starting to gain slowly but surely to the top 2.
Yeah. Obviously, you go to technically your team's home track next time in Monza. Wouldn't it be interesting? I'm not obviously going to tempt fate or anything, or commentator's curse, whatever, but wouldn't it be interesting if you win your first race of the season at Monza?
Yeah, it would be.
Imagine the thought.
Good place to get my first win for the team, but I don't know. It's not my quickest track, it's not my slowest track. It's a bit like Hungary last week, but hopefully it's Hungary again like last week, but then me finishing first and not second, so we'll see.
Yeah, but again, another great podium for yourself. That is your 4th podium this season, and you've been as consistent as possible. Obviously, a few here and there moments, but you've been very good in the points so far. Still keeps yourself in the championship fight, I guess, as well. So, good result for you. Good luck in Monza next week.
Cheers.
Alright, but we go to our race victor next, ABE Draco. Welcome to the Winners Club. You are new winner in RSF1. Your third race? According to this, it is your third. You may have had some before.
Yeah, a couple of reserves. Started in Monaco, I think, and Baku a couple of times as a reserve. But yeah, this is third or fourth real race for Williams as a full driver.
Yeah, full time. So. Yeah. Obviously, I said to you, obviously after you got the pole, that I felt that you felt a little bit, what's the word, aggrieved that you didn't get the win in Hungary last week, but you were completely on it today. Obviously took the gamble, bit of a gamble, starting on the medium tyres, but you worked it perfectly, not losing too much time, even had the lead on the end of the first stint before everyone else pitted. So it meant even though you lost the lead to Centurion, you were on the softer tyres, and you must have thought when you were about to pass him, you thought, this is just great, isn't it? I'm on soft tyres, got plenty of ERS, just bide my time, and then take advantage. The strategy just worked perfectly, didn't it?
Oh yeah, finally, just after these 3 poles in a row, couple of tough races, but I really needed that after 3 poles, and that's the perfect race, really. Tough start on the mediums, the 2 behind me, Steffi and I think it was Centurion, yeah. They were on softs, so they got a better start than what I did. I think Centurion went a bit deep in the first corner, so I managed to get a bit of a switchback and keep second place. Then I didn't really want to overtake him just yet, just wanted to stick behind and save ERS and let him do all the work for me, really. And went for the move and just managed to keep the lead, and that was just perfect, like you said, because I was on mediums, and I really wanted to be on the faster tyre towards the end of the race. So yeah, just a perfect race.
Definitely. Definitely must feel good. Obviously at this point, obviously because you joined late-ish into the championship, and full-time driver as well, obviously championship is, well, you still mathematically could win it, but obviously realistically almost impossible. But obviously your goal is to obviously get some good results and get yourself ready for next season, of course. Obviously got the tracks coming up. You've got Monza next week, you've got obviously Singapore, Russia, Japan. Is there any other tracks towards the end of this season that you feel confident now?
Definitely Brazil, one of my strong tracks, and Monza coming up. They're one of my good tracks. Yeah, really looking forward to Brazil, really, because I really feel good over there. Yeah, good pace there, and hopefully I can get a couple of more podiums towards the end of the season and focus on next season and see if I can get a couple of more wins and podiums.
Yeah, obviously, like you as well as everyone else, we'll see where you and everyone else end up in the new game, because obviously pace could change, so on and so forth, could really shake up the tiers, so all the divisions, all good stuff. But for now, well done on your win, and good luck in Monza next week.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Draco joins the Winners Club in RSF1. Am I part of it? Am I part of it? I must be part of it. No, I'm not part of it. I don't know anymore. I am part of it. Yes, I am part of it. I forgot whether I've won a race in RSF1. Yes, it was long ago, that's why. Anyway, yeah, well done to Draco and the Williams team for 25 points for them. And F2 will be looking forward to Monza next week, the Festival of Speed for them, for, well, another quick Grand Prix, because that was over in a flash. But yeah, that was a very good race from F2 tonight. Tomorrow is the turn of the F3 division. Alco Saints and Jamie24 should be in the box tomorrow. Hopefully I can have a deserved rest before I'm back in again on the Tuesday for the F5 division. But we'll see, because obviously plans do change on the horizon. Obviously, wish Primus the best of health. Hopefully he's alright. For next week he should be back in the box once again. But yes, and of course make sure you watch the rest of the races around Belgium. F3 tomorrow, F5 on Tuesday, F1 on Wednesday, and F4 on the Thursday. All 8 o'clock for some other races around this track. Can we see some rain this week? Fingers crossed, please. Not in my race though. But from everyone here, thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.